Okay, so I'm coming on here literally to just tell the truth. Back in 2023, I had met Isaiah Robinson. I started selling the products from Melaleuca because I found it on Isaiah's page. Then this girl named Jessica Shellman did my interview process, which it's a network marketing company, so anybody could work for it. But did a phone call with me, assessed the situation, seen if I wanted to just purchase Melaleuca or if I wanted to sell Melaleuca. When they realized that I wanted to sell Melaleuca, they were like, okay, easy money. They put me in a group. A little while later, there was an open mic night in Houston, Texas, where Isaiah Robinson lives. I went down to Houston. I seen Isaiah, Robin, Neil, Johnny Martinez, and a bunch of other artists at this open mic night. Okay, then now this was a road trip I took, right? The following weekend, it was my birthday, 2023. It was from the end of February to the beginning of March that all of this took place, where I, took a road trip to Texas. Then I came back home. Then I flew back to Texas with my two kids, my two sons. And we hung out with Isaiah and all of them again. Okay, so we hang out with the Robinsons and, the church that they go to and folks that go to that church. And they were very nice, very kind, okay? Except for this one girl, Brittany Salisbury, who was working her very hardest to monitor me the entire time I was there and make sure that I did not fellowship with any men or women without her being there, without her knowledge and presence. So they had a bowling night, and she purposely told me about it and said that, there was going to be no way for me to be able to go because nobody was going to want to put me and my kids in their car without car seats. Mind you, all I needed was somebody's physical debit card. Like, I had the money. I just needed the card to be able to get a rental car and get car seats. And then I would have been able to get myself around Texas. And that was my bad for going all the way down to Texas on a flight without confirming that I have a physical card to buy a rental car with, right? Like, that was my own stupid fault. But I just assumed that why wouldn't you be able to just take my card numbers down and put that on file? Like, why do you actually need card in hand to put it on file? But you know what I mean? Like, what do I know? We were in 2023. Like, you're telling me that in this digital age, you can't take my card down? You can't take a picture of my card in the fucking Apple Wallet? Excuse my language. Like, it just didn't make sense to me. So anyway, I'm asking homegirl if she could put it on her card and I'll give her the money. Mind you, she got me the hotel room with her card, but she refused to get me the rental car, even though I asked her a couple times. So now, mind you, I had, like I said, it was my birthday. So my mom gave me birthday money. My best friend gave me Apple Cash that she was like, just borrow it, you know what I mean? Use it. Don't worry about paying me back until you can, type deal. So, it is what it is. I'm doing my thing. And this girl is just making sure that I can't fellowship with anybody at all. Like, she is making it her personal mission. Because the following morning, after they all go bowling, and she tells me that I may not come with her, which, mind you, another thing to know, her birthday is March 7th as well. So it was going to be her birthday celebration, and then it was also going to be a celebration of my birthday, except for the fact that she was too jealous to let that happen, and there was no way under the sun that she was going to allow another woman to overshadow her day with all of her, all of the people that she is a groupie for. The following morning, Brittany comes and picks me and my kids up from the hotel with no car seat, right? Puts my kids in the back with no car seats. So she didn't care about anybody being in the car with no car seats, right? She didn't care about that. She just, I can't say what she cared and didn't care about. I don't know what she was truly feeling. And I understand somebody not wanting to put my kids in their car with no car seats. However, she did it. She put my kids in her car with no car seat, which tells me that she could have did it to go bowling as well that night, but she just didn't want me there, right? I'm not stupid. And I can't stand when people treat me as if I am, right? That pisses me off. So anyway, after, trying to make my trip complete hellion, she's like, oh, one of my roommates will bring you to the airport today. What time do you have to be there? And that's the only reason she picked me up, was because she wanted to send me off to the airport and get me out of Texas. She was done with me. She didn't want me to be there anymore, right? Which is insanity, because I had told her that my husband's filing a divorce, that I had already filed 2 restraining orders. I mean, we're talking about legal separation, right? We're talking about legal separation here. And I told her verbally about this, right? And even so, when I'm texting back and forth with her when I was still in the hotel room, she was coming for my neck, talking about how me wanting Isaiah Robbins' phone number was in some way adulterous and sneaky and deceitful, which pissed me off because, girl, what are you talking about? I literally called her out immediately and was like, girl, I've literally been molested by my sister's baby daddy. And then everybody blamed it on me. You are not about to say that I'm seeking out Isaiah Robinson when I'm still married because you feel like making that narrative about me, because you feel threatened by my existence in Houston, Texas, right? Because that's what it was. So anyway, while this is taking place, apparently Isaiah is telling Brittany that he wants to bless me with money because I was going to pawn my wedding rings in my engagement ring so I could get a little bit of money, because I was sick and tired of not having access to a bank account. And I knew if I opened a bank account, I would have to put a little bit of cash in there, right? So anyway, I get back home. Isaiah creates this narrative. He says that basically I wanted to cheat on my husband with him, supposedly, and he didn't want it. He's a man of God. I wanted him and he didn't want me. That's basically what he ran around and told people. He told Karen the Light this. I don't know what other man he told this. I'm sure he told some girls this, right? And a bunch of people from the cult that he's in mass unfollowed me and blocked me. And I didn't do anything. I did nothing to deserve this. A smear campaign, literally, is what they came up with. Because you want to know why Isaiah made this up about me? Because over the course of a couple of months, the Lord put me on assignment to tell Isaiah Robinson some things. I said, okay, cool, Dad. I will. He told me, tell that man he's following a false bishop. I said, okay, done. I'd tell him. It takes him a long while to even see my messages, but he sees them. And then we're in a conversation, and eventually it gets to the bottom. And he says, I never expected this out of you, but if you keep it up, I'm going to have to block you because I can't have my name being defamed anymore. Blaming me of defamation, or blaming defamation on me. Mind you, how am I defaming your name by telling people that you're following a false leader? That has nothing to do with your name. That has to do with Jesus Christ's name, and you throwing dirt on Jesus Christ's name with what you're doing right now. Not only that, but the smear campaign that you created after I told you the truth, that's even worse. You double, tripled down on that nastiness that you was already spreading. Imagine that. Imagine somebody coming to call you out your sin, and you triple down on it. Imagine that. That's crazy work.